Hi guys, this is Rhianna with my week 5 video. I just wanted to start off by saying that I really enjoyed all the readings that we had assigned this week. I thought they were really interesting and more along the lines of disaster that I kind of wanted to learn about involving this class. To start off, I just wanted to address the TED video that we had to watch. I thought it was really interesting and kind of eye-opening to think about all of your stuff being lost like that. And one of the quotes that he actually said really resonated with me, and he said, "Are you your things?" And I just thought that was kind of cool. So the word that I'm going to define is disaster shock, which was one of the first things addressed in the chapter. And I'm going to define it as a state of confusion, disbelief, and shock immediately following a disaster. And the biggest misconceptions with disaster is that many people are affected by this, and when the disaster happens, they're just kind of I don't know what to do. And it really doesn't affect as many people as you would believe. And when it does, it mostly affects children, which would make sense because a child can't really process a disaster like that. So I thought another interesting fact from that was the impacts of disasters is not associated with a high increase of mental health problems, because I always assumed that when a disaster happens, it's just a mental health outbreak, and it's just insane how psychologically damaged people are from it. And to learn that that wasn't really the fact was kind of eye-opening and cool to think about, because I think that I also misinterpret how people react to disasters based upon media, and that was addressed in this reading, and it was kind of just really cool to see that different perspective. So one of my muddy points was actually that in the reading it said that 1/3 of victims are able to function better after a disaster experience, and it went on to explain what it meant by that, and it kind of made more sense, but still the fact that statement just really kind of confused me, because how are you going to function better after all your house is gone, your whole neighborhood, whatever is gone. But I mean, I understand, because it does bring around the, what was it called, the altruistic community and the convergence and stuff, but still, just to think about that fact was kind of crazy to me. So I think that a really important part of the reading this week was the quarantelli 4 conditions that will result in panic, with the first one being a perception of immediate and extreme danger, the second one being limited number of escape routes, the third being the people involved in the disaster thinking that the routes are closing and you need an immediate escape, and the fourth being a lack of communication, because I always kind of assumed that with disaster people are in immediate state of panic, because what do you do? But that's really not the case, because it said in the reading that the experience of fear does not equal panic. And I thought that one of the cool points that they brought up was the coal miners that would be that the cave fell in, that they wouldn't become panicked because they knew that they had enough oxygen left until someone came and rescued them. And I thought that really helped put it in perspective. And also another cool fact that I read was how the people that jumped to their deaths on 9/11 did that because they would rather die instantly rather than burning to death. And I guess I just never really thought about that before, and it kind of opened my eyes to it. So I guess my question for the class would be, if you were in a disaster situation, what do you think would be something that would be on your mind to take? If you were in your house and it was burning down, what would be the one thing that you would want to save, I guess?